Friday evening here, Friday morning if you're in the UK, and I guess it's 2 or 3 in the morning if you're in the US, but I know that there are those of you who watch this on YouTube or Vimeo later. And we're at Coffee and Revelation, and we are at chapter 1 and verse 15, and again this picture of Christ. We're just taking our time because it's just wonderful. Verse 15, his feet were like bronze glowing in a furnace, and his voice was like the sound of rushing waters. I love that. His feet, that indicates his restless providence, his working out all his purposes, treading down his enemies, executing his judgment. And bronze, well, what's bronze? Think about what bronze is. Bronze is a combination of iron and copper. Iron's really strong, but it rusts. Copper doesn't rust, but you can move it, you can bend it, it's pliable. The two are combined, the best of both is preserved. This is saying that Jesus' feet have stood the test of fire, and that he will work out his judgments. He works out his purposes. He will defeat his enemies. Blessed on the mountains are the feet of him who brings good news. He will see the good news proclaimed. And then the voice like the rushing waters. Ezekiel 43. Then the man brought me to the gate facing east, and I saw the glory of the God of Israel coming from the east. His voice was like the roar of rushing waters, and the land was radiant with his glory. The vision I saw was like the vision I'd seen when he came to destroy the city, and like the visions I'd seen by the Kibar River, and I fell face down. The glory of the Lord entered the temple through the gate facing east. Then the Lord lifted me up and brought me into the inner court, and the glory of the Lord filled the temple. So it's like you see a waterfall. I was once at Niagara Falls, just wow, just incredible. But I've seen tremendous waterfalls in Scotland and also here in Australia. Near Dundee, there's a place called the Linn of Dee that I just love to go up to. Or the sea. John is thinking of the sea, I think, pounding the shores of Patmos. Here in Sydney over the past few days, we've had very, very high surf. I'm not a surfer, but the waves have been very dangerous. So what's he saying with all of this? He's saying that the revelation of Jesus Christ, the voice of Jesus Christ, it pours out. It pours out. He has so much to teach us and so much to say to us. Christ's voice brings life. Christ's voice brings knowledge and wisdom. You know, when people speak to us, this happens on social media, it happens, we can be very defensive. When Christ speaks to us, ouch, we don't want to hear that. But you don't argue with Christ. We welcome whatever he has to say to us. It's such a joy to hear God speaking. You know, I think the worst fate for any Christian is for God to be silent. Indeed, the worst fate for any society is for God to be silent. But God speaks. He speaks in his creation, but he speaks through his word and the Spirit applying the word. I think this book of Revelation at the end of the Bible is such a direct word of God to us. You know, we're hearing so many different things. If you listen to the Quantum podcast, I've got this tremendous clip from Jordan Peterson where he says, it's not that the Bible is truth, it's that the Bible is the source of all truth. It's just an amazing insight for him to have. I love, and I was going to play this, I love the song, I heard the voice of Jesus say, come unto me and rest. But I think what's better for this one is Psalm 29. So I've got a version of Psalm 29 that I'll just put on at the end for you to listen to. It's a lovely, lovely piece of music. But I remember it in terms of the metrical version that I've got here. The voice of the Lord is majestic and loud. You know, the voice of the Lord breaks the cedars of Lebanon. The voice of the Lord speaks. And yes, God speaks in a still, small voice, but sometimes it's thunderous as well. And that's what John has experienced. The blazing eyes of Christ, the burnished feet of bronze, the voice speaking so loudly. So let me leave you with this song. Join us for Songs on Sunday, and yeah, see you on Monday as we continue going through Revelation. We will go quicker than this, but just this first part about Christ is for me just so thrilling. So God bless you, and see you then. Bye.
Give to the Lord, all you mighty ones. Give to the Lord glory and strength. Give to the Lord glory to his name. Worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. The voice of the Lord is over the waters. The God of glory thunders down. The voice of the Lord is over many waters. The voice of the Lord is majestic and powerful. Lord will give strength to his people. Yahweh will bless his inheritance with shalom.